Good morning, and this is the first video after the Tissnet result is out for Tissnet 2022. So today we have Aditya, then Kanika, Nikhil, Atharva, and Jairam, and these people have cracked the Tissnet 2022. Stage 1 clear ho gaya hai, and they got shortlisted basically for the courses HRMLR, ODCL, or analytics को लेकर के, and some other courses as well. So first of all, to everyone, congratulations. को कांग्रेचुलेशन मेरे साइड से.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
अगर घर पे मिठाई या शक्कर हो तो सुखा के पानी पी लो. Award yourself. Okay, so in this first session, want to understand. They will be sharing their experience. थोड़ा बहुत introduction भी अपन देखेंगे. And this is the first video. आगे भी बहुत सारे series आने वाले हैं. So जितने भी aspirant 2023 के लिए prepare कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए 24 के लिए काफी helpful होने वाला है. तो अभी stage 2 भी चालू होगा इसका. So we will be preparing for the same. So without wasting time, let's start with the introduction part. Introduction में name and college, कौन से stream से college, science, commerce, arts, और उसके बाद कौन से course के लिए you got selected, और आगे TIS में क्या plan है. Yes, starting with this first, Kanika.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanika Fulwari. I'm from commerce background and I'm a working professional. I had applied for HRMLR and ODCL. My score was 63, so I just got selected for ODCL. Future plan, of course, is to prepare well for Extempore and PI so that hopefully I can get selected.
Great. Achha, how you think, Kanika, TIS will help you to build your career?
So first of all, TIS is very different when we compare it from other B schools. So I think, moreover, it's such a reputed institute. So I think, moreover, the alumni and one of the greatest benefits is ROI. So all these factors have really contributed towards my inclination for going ahead with TIS. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yes, Nikhil, coming to you.
I did my graduation from BSc Mathematics, and I scored 66 in Tissnet. I got selected for this HRM course and analytics course, and going to prepare well for the next stage.
Stage 2. Same question over to you. The one which Kanika replied, that is how you think this will help you to build your career compared to some other institution.
Basically, TIS is a social inclined towards the social services. It's a social college, so as I'm towards this field also, actually I'm preparing for MP PSC, so okay. I think this would help me towards this.
Okay. So basically, थोड़ी सी preparation MPSC की भी कर लिया, वो आपको add on हो गया in TIS, right?
Yes, sir.
Great.
It helped me in GK also.
GK obviously. UPSC MPSC वाले भर के पड़े यार, TIS का जब भी आता है तो बेचारे कैट वाले मार खा जाते हैं वहाँ पे. इंग्लिश में फोड़ लेते हैं, मैथ्स में फोड़ लेते हैं, पर जीके में नहीं हो पाता. ये एक प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है. Yes, Aditya, coming to you.
So myself, Aditya Patil. I've done my graduation in computer engineering from Savitribai Phule Pune University, from Siagad Institutes, and from then I passed out in 2019, and from then I'm working as an analyst at analyst for Accenture from 2.5 years now, and more of this, like I just got selected for shortlisted for ODCL. On the just borderline, I got 63 marks as well. So
पहले तो यार मैं यहाँ से बोल दूँ, मैं भी Accenture में था.
Okay.
So nice. Same है.
Nice to hear that.
Go ahead.
Then talking about this ODCL and this thing, like it will really give a good uplift to my career if I get into these courses, because whatever the technical side may be, the main thing which comes is the organization culture, or the means the things that happen in background. So I always wanted to be a part of those things, not just being a technical guy or working as a technical professional. So this is the main thing which got me inclined to these courses like HRM and ODCL. But firstly, like I was not aware much. I was not aware much about ODCL course. I just interacted with you also, sir, once about this ODCL course. So you said that it was really a worth it course, and from then I then started studying much about this course, and my inclination towards ODCL got increased more than HRM from then, and so this was like good only for me. Like I didn't get shortlisted for HRM, so I can now focus more on ODCL course and get means prepare well for the PA and PVT.
Great. Actually, ODCL course personally, I also like than the HRM because उनका जो structure and curriculum दिया हुआ है, it is fabulous. तो that is why मुझे लगता है मतलब ये मेरा personal opinion है कि मुझे ODCL course ज़्यादा उनका better लगा compared to HRM. But anyways, HRM भी अच्छा है, placement matter करता है ना.
Yes.
Okay, coming to the Atharva,
Yeah. Hello everyone. My name is Atharva Patil. I'm a fresher. I'm currently in my final year, graduating from Veer Mata Jizabai Technological Institute, VJTI, Mumbai.
Great.
I'll complete my graduation in this June. Fortunately I cleared the cutoff for HRM and LR for TIS, and now I'm planning to prepare for the next stages.
Great. Okay. So you are from VJTI, still pursuing your master's, bachelor's, right? Okay, great. And how much you have scored?
I have scored 65.
So yeah, to interview में question पूछते ना, why this?
Sir, I shifted from civil engineering to this because I'm a student based on dynamic learning. I like to learn in a very different or structured manner, and the pedagogical system at TIS is what inspired me, because they do not only teach theory in a very proper manner, they also give field work, and that is the best USP what we can call for the TIS.
Okay,
and the ROI also.
ROA also. Okay, great. Okay, lastly, Dr. Jairam Patil. Yes.
Yeah, hi everyone. I am Dr. Jairam Patil, and I had done BAMS. It is long back, about in 2007, and I'm working currently in hospitals, means critical care emergency. Due to some reasons, I'm trying to change my career now. Some reasons are there, and I scored about 57. And actually, mainly I was applying for the HRM LR, but the cutoff went high and I came down. So ODCL, I got ODCL and hospital administration. So both are good, but actually I am now focusing on ODCL. Actually, I like the course more, but I was focusing on HRM because of the fee structure. It was less, because when we are trying to go for any course education, so we'll try to shift for a lesser cost. So, but anyway, I didn't clear that. So this time ODCL is fine. This is good.
Great. Fine. So now we'll start with the general question. So you can share your experience. Number one question, when you saw your result, roll number डाल करके अपना, so मतलब expression कैसा था? कि expected था कि हो जाएगा या कुछ था अलग?
Actually, sir, expected था मुझे तो. मैं तो expect कर रहा था होने वाला, लेकिन actually HR में नहीं हुआ मेरा. मैं तो उसको भी कर रहा था expect कि actually मैंने score actually expect किया 72 आएगा. Actually वो कम आ गया वो.
Okay. And what about others? Feeling मतलब था कि wow वाली feeling थी, यार ये तो सोचा नहीं था हो गया.
सर बिल्कुल, मतलब हमने ये एनालाइज किया था 65 to 70 के बीच में आएगा स्कोर, बट कट ऑफ कम आएगा ये नहीं सोचा था. तो जब वो हुआ तो मतलब बहुत सातवें आसमान पे थे सर. सातवें आसमान पे थे अपन. ठीक है, वो वाव मतलब ऐसा वो शॉक लगता है ना, शॉक लगा बाल खड़े हुए, ऐसा कुछ हुआ था क्या करने का?
शॉक तो नहीं लगा, लेकिन हाँ वो हुआ पक्का. यस, समथिंग
पसीने आ रहे थे देखते वक्त.
अब मतलब तू देख ले भाई, मैं नहीं देखना, तू बता दे मेरा क्या है. अब ये वाला माइंडसेट था, डर लगता है थोड़ा सा. ठीक है, बट चलो.
Just wanted to see that why that column.
ठीक है. So coming to the preparation part, एग्जाम जो हमने प्रिपरेशन की, फिर एग्जाम लिखा, सो ओवरऑल प्रिपरेशन एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था? टिस्नेट स्टेज 1 अपना, अभी स्टेज 2 तो बाकी है, तो ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था?
So preparation went well. Actually, because of time crunch, actually I was focusing on whatever was taught in the class, and whatever you told that we have to leave this, we have to take this only. So I was doing that only, and I focused on my strong points. Whatever strong point, make it strong, and actually that worked for me here.
Started like 5 to 6 months.
6 months before. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, कैसा था preparation
But
experience?
along with working, I started. So it was in starting phase not that rigorous, but yes, I used to work on my weak points, like quant. I think was my a bit stronger thing.
Section.
So I managed to I managed that well. But English and GK I had to work on it. So first thing I did was I started reading extensively. I started reading newspapers, and then some books also I started reading. Then the main thing which we have left behind from 10th standard is the grammar thing. Like we have never solved such grammar questions. So I worked on my grammar rules. Also Manoeuvre, I started with that grammar rules from Manoeuvre, and that helped me a lot, because I think that became the base for my English. And after that, vocabulary and those parts like word power made easy and similar books, I worked on it. So this is how I prepared for English. And GK static syllabus, I found it quite interesting, because I really liked reading history also, and polity, geography. So that out of interest I read some books, and not that much, but what is required I covered that.
Okay. So okay, great. So let me ask one common question to everyone. Which section was painful section for you and during your preparation, and how you have handled it? Starting with Kanika.
So I won't say that none of the sections were painful for me. The reason being that I knew what my strong points were. Quant is not very a forte of mine, but there are some chapters and which I was very good at, so I focused on them. Moreover, I saw the past question papers, and even you and other teachers for quant informed us what the weightages of each question was. So in that way, I was able to overcome my fear of quant, because I'm from a commerce background and I'm not very good at maths. So that's how I was able to conquer my fear of quant. GK, I would say that newspaper reading really helped. The reason being that one of the questions in verbal, it was a fill in the blank question. I was able to answer that because I read a headline in the newspaper. So, it was not like I just started that 1.5 years ago. It helped me in verbal as well. So yes, these were the two things that I followed while preparing.
Okay. So was there any daily routine you had?
Yes. So I was working as well. I had to dedicate a lot of as much time as I could. So even during my office hours, whenever I used to get my breaks, I grabbed one RC, because I remember you telling us that at least ek RC to roj karna hi hai. So though my verbal is much better than the other sections, still RCs pata nahi for some reason samajhne mein problem ho raha tha. So I just followed that advice of yours. And eventually in the mocks, almost 80% of my questions in RCs were correct. So I was preparing thoroughly, even I was not sparing even a second. And the whole day was like, roj, at least even while I was working, at least 3 hours I should devote. So yeah, that helped. That was my only schedule.
Okay, 3 hours you were devoting for all the sections.
All the sections, yeah.
Okay, great. See, all these experience will help to the upcoming year aspirant. अभी आप टेस्ट में जाओगे ना, तो फिर आप मेरा इंटरव्यू लेने वाले हो.
Also,
Last...
sir, The video lectures on the Manoeuvre portal also helped a lot because I was good at maths, but I was not good at quick maths. So there were some fundas, what we call, that we got to learn from there itself. So, for example, averages. If five things are distributed in 10 people, then it means each one gets zero 0.5. Then we can distribute likely. So these things helped in understanding the questions and then solving them without actually solving. Looking at the options, we could solve some questions. So that thing was induced by the video lectures, and then class lectures were like a practice, and then. As you said, for each and every topic, you have to solve at least 50 questions. This is what you said in your first lecture. So for after every lecture, we had created that group. After every lecture, we used to solve those handouts, and that preparation was enough for points. For English, I always prefer my gut feeling, so I answered all the questions on my gut feeling. And for GK was a tough part for me. So for GK, the thing in this is there are a lot of sources where you can study from, but you can also get diverse, and there is no confirmed thing that you have to study from this only. But for static, I chose a Lucent textbook, and then I read it whole. I revised it twice, which was not useful, but I gained a lot of knowledge because in test there was a very small part from the static section. So I did not rely on the internet for that. But for small PDFs and other things, I used the internet, but rest all I focused on books.
One more thing I want to tell to all the viewers, Atharva is the best example for you because he's in final year of his graduation, and at the same time he returned the TISS and cleared the exam. मतलब साल waste नहीं हो रहा है. This is very important thing. और जो दूसरों लोग का ये confuse होता है कि first attempt में निकलेगा कि नहीं निकलेगा. So again, otherwise the best example to all of you कि अगर आप के अंदर वो conviction है कि भाई हम prepare करेंगे अच्छे से strategize करके, तो definitely I can crack Tissnet in my first attempt, and he got selected for which course? HRMLR. So that is a good news. Okay. So yeah, coming to over to Nikhil. You.
So, I started back in December when your batch of TIS 50 was launched. Previously, I had knowledge about the GK because I was preparing for MPPSC. So GK was my forte, and I know that. But it sometimes it becomes dicey, so you can't rely on it. So yeah, I have my strategy clear in my mind that I have to focus more and more on English and the math section, because you can get you have to maximize your score in that section, because if the paper is easy for everyone, they will definitely score well in that sections. And as I know, I can score well in GK, so I have to prepare well in GK, but focus more and more on the other sections. So newspaper really helps me a lot, and your weekly lectures especially, and the group we have, and Atha was also in that group. He helped me a lot, and is Pragya and other ones.
Thank you, Atharva.
They also helped me a lot.
Okay. Let's change the one more. Yeah, Jairam, you want to add anything in this question? My question was, which section was painful and how you have handled it?
Yes, truly speaking, actually, that English section was painful for me because I didn't do that much practice. Time was not there actually. So as I already told, I focused on my strong points. That was GK and my quants. In fact, quants actually it went very well for me.
Okay. Yeah, so, maths when it's come to TISS, तो maths मतलब ज़्यादा डर लगता है नहीं? So ऐसा कितने लोग के साथ था, तो क्या किया आपने मैथ्स को लेकर? बिकॉज हर बार ये होता है कि मैथ्स मेरा 5 years हो गया है, छोड़ दिया मैंने, 10 के बाद छोड़ दिया था, 12 के बाद स्किप कर दिया था, तो ये बहुत जीके वाला तो एग्जाम टेस्ट है नो डाउट, बट मैथ्स में भी काफी प्रॉब्लम होती है, तो उसको लेके कुछ स्ट्रेटेजाइज किया था क्या किसी ने? वांट टू शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंस?
एक्चुअली मैथ्स के लिए मैंने मतलब एक तो आपके लेक्चर्स काफी अच्छे हुए, जो मेंटस लेक्चर्स बहुत अच्छे, मतलब जो शॉर्टकट्स बताए, जो कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर किए, काफी अच्छे किए। वो शॉर्टकट जो होते हैं उसमें फॉर्मूला इतने थे कि वो याद करते करते पूरी जिंदगी बीत जाएगी, इतने फार्मूलाज दे रखे हैं। तो मैंने क्लास पे फोकस किया, और सेकंड थिंग एक्चुअली मैथ्स मेरा एक्चुअली फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट था स्कूल में। एक्चुअली वो 20 साल पहले की बात है, 2000 मैंने स्कूल पास किया, उसके बाद तो
Okay.
कोई टच नहीं है। लेकिन एक्चुअली दोबारा से रिवाइज किया मैं क्लास में आके, तो इट वाज वेरी गुड and I focus on that only. Then mostly whatever I was doing when class was going on, sometimes I was outside, I was in working. So what I used to do, I used to listen the questions, and whatever they are asking, I used to try to do it verbally, and that helped me a lot in exam because I was doing it very fast, because I was doing it mostly verbally in practice sessions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to add to this point. Some of us, it was difficult to adhere to the schedule of lectures. So even the small videos, all the chapters which were divided in smaller parts on the portal, even that helped me to clear my, because over there I was able to select only the topics of each chapter which were difficult for me. So I didn't have to go through the whole lecture when I was unable to do so. So, and yeah, of course, even those video lectures helped a lot.
Okay, great. Which mean you mean to say the recorded videos, right?
Yeah, yes. Actually, that small videos are there. Na, that's very good. Means you don't have to search. One topic is there, name is there. You go for it and you see that. That's all. It is no
Okay.
waste of time.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Okay.
यहाँ जो आपने स्ट्रेटेजी दिए थे, जैसे वीडियो लेक्चर के पहले आपको जितने भी प्री रिकॉर्डेड वाले हैं वो देख लेने हैं. I followed that strategy, and also after the lecture I used to do 30 questions from that ebook, and it really helped me a lot.
ग्रेट ग्रेट. मतलब मुझे अभी भी याद है टेस्ट में 2-3 क्वेश्चन तो मुझे दिख रहे थे, ये तो लेक्चर में लिया था, सिंपल बुक से ही है, खाली नंबर चेंज किया है.
और सर जो लोगों को जो नॉन मैथ्स बैकग्राउंड से होते हैं उनको थोड़ा स्टार्टिंग में इंफीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स होता है मैथ्स को लेके, बट मतलब वो आने वाले एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए मैं कहना चाहूंगा, अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर देखो, पेपर का 100 मिनट्स का पेपर है, जीके आपका 15 मिनट्स में हो जाता है, और बाकी का अगर इंग्लिश आप बचे हुए टाइम में कर लो तो आप 60 मिनट्स दे सकते हो, पूरे मैथ सेक्शन के लिए 1 घंटा दे सकते हो. सो और ऐसा कोई भी क्वेश्चन नहीं होता पेपर में जो तुम 3 से 4 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं, 2 से 3 मिनट में तुम सॉल्व कर सकते हो, कितना भी अगर मुश्किल हो. So if you know the funda, then you can crack it, and then math section will be as easy as anything for.
That is good advice, but
Yeah.
अथर्वा you are from ना VGTI, वहाँ यहाँ पे बच्चे ना कॉमर्स एकदम पता है ना, मैथ्स का बैकग्राउंड तक नहीं होता है, तो उनके लिए 2-3 मिनट लग जाते हैं, ठीक है. बट इट इज गुड एडवाइस कि 15 मिनट में तो अपना जीके हो ही जाता है. बाकी इंग्लिश एक सेक्शन तो आपको बेटर करना ही होगा, अब वो कोई भी कर लो आप. अगर इंग्लिश अच्छी है तो बाकी का 1 hour या 50 मिनट्स यू कैन डिवोट फॉर द कॉन सेक्शन, 30 मिनट्स 30 क्वेश्चंस को लेकर के, राइट.
And that
LRDI के जो the questions, you can always do them. The only thing that could cause a trouble is like this time there was a lot of calculation. So if you are able to save enough time, quant, at least if there are 10 questions of LRDI, you can crack them, given you manage your time well during the exam. So I think that helped me, because LRDI is always doable. It can be time consuming, but it is always doable.
Right.
And when we can analyze this, if we have solved many mocks we have given, so that हमें टाइम कैसे मैनेज करना है ये पता चल जाता है, क्योंकि मतलब क्वेश्चंस कैसे भी आ जाए तो then we can manage if we have solved enough. So that helped me, because adhering to the schedule is really difficult when we are working. So that helped me. Like every week I used to solve at least 1 mock, so that I remained in touch with my syllabus and the flow, which it was not breaking.
ओके, चलो मॉक की बात कर दिए तो भाई 25 मॉक लॉन्च किए थे, और आई थिंक 10 मॉक का भी एक अलग से था. तो कितने मॉक लिखे थे और हाईएस्ट स्कोर क्या आया था मॉक में, सच बताना.
Sir, actually,
all 25 shots.
ऑल 25 थे. क्या हाईएस्ट स्कोर क्या था?
तो 79.
क्या बात है भाई, 79, क्या बात है, ताली बजाता
But lowest also was 57.
57. अथर्वा आपका
So,
क्या?
but mostly it fluctuated from 60 to 65.
ओके, हाईएस्ट वाज 79.
Yeah.
actually, I wrote only 1 mock only because I didn't get time for that. I thought better to go for practice. And actually, I was getting a lot of disturbance while doing. I tried to do mocks, but I was getting disturbances. somebody is coming, somebody is calling, work is here. So I was not able to go for mock. So I didn't, only one mock I gave.
Okay, okay.
And
mock के लिए concentration is important.
Yeah. और एक्चुअली उसके वजह से मैंने पे किया, उसकी वजह से मैंने एग्जाम के जो मैंने आंसर शीट देखे तो उसमें मेरे जो आंसर मुझे सही आते थे 15 क्वेश्चन मैंने गलत मार्क किए हैं सिर्फ मॉक की वजह से। मैंने 15 क्वेश्चन एग्जैक्टली मुझे आते थे, वो मैं रॉन्ग मार्क करके आया था क्योंकि और दिमाग काम ही नहीं कर रहा था। एंजाइटी इतनी थी, एग्जाम एंजाइटी, क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम दे रहा हूं एग्जाम।
नहीं, जितने लोग देख रहे हो ये फॉलो मत करना व्यूअर्स।
हाँ बिल्कुल, इसलिए बता रहा हूँ मैं, तक कोई ये फॉलो ना करे, मॉक देना ही है सबको। क्योंकि डीआई का क्वेश्चन था, उसमें भी यही प्रॉब्लम हुआ, क्वेश्चन इजी था लेकिन मैं अंडरस्टैंड ही नहीं कर पा रहा उस क्वेश्चन को। जब बाद में मैंने कल देखा अभी जो आंसर शीट मिली उसमें, तो वेरी सिंपल लगा, इतना इजी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया। वहां पे मैं अंडरस्टैंडिंग कर पा रहा था बिकॉज ऑफ एंजाइटी। अगर मॉक देता तो मुझे हैबिट होती उस चीज की, उस टेंशन की, प्रेशर की, तो पक्का करता आराम से। मेरा स्कोर जो अभी 57 है वो आराम से 74 स्टैंडर्ड होता आराम से, पक्का ही।
ओके, इट्स ओके। अभी बात गई, सब कुछ गया, अपना सिलेक्शन हो गया है, शॉर्टलिस्ट हो गए।
या लकीली गॉट।
यस, निखिल हाईएस्ट स्कोर क्या था मॉक में और कितने मॉक लिखे थे?
Sir, I have given around 25 to 30 mocks.
30 मॉक को लॉन्च नहीं किए थे यार, 25 थे फुल लेंथ।
सर 25 फुल लेंथ थे। अदर सोर्सेज भी मैंने फॉलो किए थे कुछ।
अच्छा अच्छा।
So I can get diverse question from there also. I got maximum 81 in one mock and my score fluctuated between 65 to 75.
Okay.
And I got 66.
Okay. फाइनल में 66 आया, सही है। मतलब जो मिनिमम था 65, उससे थोड़ा ऊपर है 1 मार्क्स।
हाँ।
And yeah, Kanika, what about you?
So maximum, I attempted around 10 mocks of maneuver, and the highest score was around 75. My score fluctuated between. So initially, it was a increasing trend, not very, not much differences. So I was happy about it, but suddenly the score reduced to less than 60. So that really scared me. But then I just continued with the studies. So yeah, I just try to remove my focus a little bit from mocks for some times, because it felt like, I'm just trying to get do as much mocks as possible without properly analyzing them. So mocks writing is very essential, but also analysis, as you have mentioned, that at least we have to give 3-4 hours. You mentioned
Correct.
it. Correct. Otherwise, writing mock does not make sense. So yeah, that's the thing. Important.
So, and what was our actual score in the test?
My score is 63.
63. Okay, and 75 you were scoring in the mock, near to that. Okay. And yeah, Atharva, how about you?
Sir, I scored between 55 and 75, and I scored actually average 65 of those in test. But I tried each and every combination of how I can give a mock. I started all the 3 sections in 3 different mocks. I started at the first. So किसमें क्या combination से अच्छा हुआ है वो सब देखा. Then there were some other techniques also that I used. For example, for RCs, you have to read the questions first and then go to RC. So वो सब try किया. Then finally I decided that I will go for math section first in this. But mocks help, and as Kanika said, analyzing them was a good tool. And at our portal, each and every answer was given below the question, so that helped. So we quickly learned from our mistakes and then did not repeat that again.
Right.
Also, data interpretation, how you have to solve questions, how much time you have to take, and there are 2 RCs, so how much time you have to take. That time analysis was also very important, that I learned through mocks.
Right.
Mocks always help, because like even if you score less marks, it is always relative. Like sometimes the paper is really tough, and it is tough for everyone, not just for you. So it's very good to always attempt mocks, because even if you score less, it will be less for everyone. So keeping that in mind, I used to have a positive approach and I kept on writing mocks.
Good. Mock तो लिखना ही है अपने को, और that helps us in the final examination. Okay, last question. During your preparation, कितने बार battery down moment आया था कि भाई अब तो छोड़ देते हैं, होगा? ऐसा किसी का हुआ था तो वो भी एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर दो।
Yes, sir.
लग तो रहा था सर, मतलब बीच में
सबके साथ हुआ है।
Guru, shall I speak or you want to
Yes,
speak?
go ahead, go ahead.
ओके मैं एक्चुअली भी जब मैंने शुरुआत की तो देखा सिलेबस तो बहुत ज्यादा है और बाकी सब लोग आगे जा रहे हैं, मैं ही पीछे रह रहा हूँ, तो क्या करूँ मैं, कर सकता हूँ कि नहीं। लेकिन मैंने कहा अभी एक बार शुरू कर दिया, डिसाइड कर लिया है तो करना ये मैंने ये। और फिर जब मैंने मतलब मोमेंटम लिया तो एक्चुअली जब जो चीज़ें मुझे नहीं आ रही थी तब मैंने पिकअप कर लिया। और एक्चुअली इसमें मेन अगर मैं कुछ बोलूँ जो चीज़ मुझे हेल्प कर रही थी तो दैट वाज द लेक्चर्स, लाइव लेक्चर्स। वहाँ पे क्या होता है, टाइम सेविंग, मतलब जो डाउट्स हैं वो वहीं पे क्लियर हो रहे थे। और सेकंड थिंग वाज दैट वट एवर कॉन्सेप्ट्स वर इंपॉर्टेंट, शॉर्टकट्स वर इंपॉर्टेंट, दे वर टीचिंग देयर ओनली। So I don't have to go for anything. After finishing that, I was going directly for practice.
Hmm.
So means ये मोमेंट काफी बार आया, लेकिन फिर भी मैंने क्या कहा कि हिम्मत नहीं छोड़ी,
छोड़ेंगे नहीं,
चलो
सही
करना
है।
है, हाँ बिल्कुल लड़ना ही है। अब जब कूद गए तो आधा नहीं छोड़ूंगा, पूरा करूंगा, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, हारे या जीते, करना ही अभी है।
सही है, जब ये फीलिंग आ गई तो फिर तो क्या ही है,
हाँ
कर लेंगे। यस।
After mock number 10, the difficulty level of mocks were too high. उसके बाद एकदम से मेरे जो क्वेश्चन का लेवल था वो बढ़ने के कारण से एकदम से स्कोर गिर गया। So I was like, what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. I used to cry over other shoulder. And Athava and the team, Pragya especially, I have to mention her. She really helped me. She is also in our group. And the group of people really helped me a lot.
ये बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है निखिल। एक्चुअली ना हर साल ऐसा होता है कि कोई ना कोई ग्रुप में ऐसा होता है कि वो खुद ही ना, जैसे जूम के लेक्चर्स हम शेड्यूल करते हैं ना, खुद ही जूम के लेक्चर शेड्यूल करके ना खुद ही आपस में लेक्चर लेके इतने हेल्पफुल होते हैं। तो वो बहुत अच्छा लगा।
Yes,
लास्ट टाइम भी बच्चे लोग ने ये बताया कि हम लोग ने खुद ही ग्रुप बना के अपने डाउट सॉल्व किया सर, फिर जो नहीं आया सर को भेज दिए।
yes, I really have to mention this. There was Athar, Manaswi, Pragya, Chudeshna, who are from the TIS 50 batch. We used to give each other's questions about the doubts we are having, and they are really helpful and बहुत काम का रहा, क्योंकि सर उन्हें एक तो कॉन्सेप्ट तो क्लियर किए ही हमारे, और साथ ही साथ जो एक मेंटल सपोर्ट रहता है वो बहुत ज्यादा नीडेड है अभी, तो ये काफी
करेक्ट।
काम आया। एंड ऑल्सो कौशिक सर वाज देयर, हु इज आवर मेंटर. He really helped me a lot in the quant section. We used to talk on phone. He cleared my a lot of doubts.
Great.
So it was like a symbiotic relationship कि दोनों एक दूसरे को हेल्प करते हैं। जब मतलब हम जब मॉक देते थे तब एनालाइज करते थे कि क्या गलत हुआ, उसमें क्या करना चाहिए। सो अनफॉर्चुनेटली अगर उन लोगों का नहीं भी हुआ, उन लोगों को भी 60-61 के इसमें मार गए, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली उनका नहीं हो सका। बट अगर हम दोनों का हुआ है तो उनका भी उसमें बहुत बड़ा हाथ।
Yes, definitely.
हुआ कि नहीं सबका, बाकी लोग का हुआ कि नहीं?
HR में नहीं हुआ, लेकिन दूसरे प्रोग्राम्स पे हो
दूसरे
गया।
प्रोग्राम में हो गया। हाँ ठीक हो गया ना, ठीक है, सही है। और किसी का कुछ बैटरी डाउन मोमेंट ऐसा आया था, ऐसा गिव अप वाला फीलिंग? मतलब मैं अपने एंट्रेंस के टाइम पे मैंने तो फील किया है, मतलब मैं तो रोया भी हूँ भाई, सच बोलूं तो। पापा को फोन लगाया था कि भाई क्या करूं, तो बोले तू कर लेगा बेटा। क्या है ना, हर पेरेंट्स को अपने बच्चे पर एकदम फुल कॉन्फिडेंट तू कर लेगा, बट अपने पता है ना हम कितने नालायक है, नहीं हो पाएगा।
Parent support is much needed.
हाँ
Especially I, so like Atharva, while I was in my third year, I gave CAT and all those entrance test exams. नहीं हुए। Next year सोचा था दूंगी, COVID came over और फिर वो नहीं दे पाए। So this time there was like an added pressure कि अभी opportunity है, I should be able to do it. But if like after some time when I saw that everyone was progressing, saw in the groups, it helped of course. But seeing other people's preparation, I got a little nervous. So and at a crucial point, there was a nervous breakdown just before my exam. But somehow, by God's grace, I was able to comfort myself and was able to, start preparing again. So it came at a crucial time, but yeah, I'm glad it did not spoil my exam.
So when we are working in tech,
हाँ हाँ हाँ, अरे कनिका को भी फीलिंग एक्सप्रेस तो करने तो
पहुंच गए उनकी फीलिंग्स पहुंच गए।
पहुंच गई। मतलब ये मेरा पहला पॉडकास्ट है, मुझे लगता है इसके बाद है ना, मतलब काफी लोगों को काफी कुछ सीखने को मिलने वाला है आप लोगों से, है ना, कि क्या क्या हुआ था, क्या क्या और ये सब होता है। तो भाई ये प्रिपरेशन का पार्ट है, इसको एक्सेप्ट कर लो, ये होने वाला है आपके साथ। सो ये
should not stop whatever.
हाँ,
Like
यस आदित्य, गो अहेड।
so when we are working in technical field, like choosing a different path is always a difficult decision. So it was for me, and my mind always fluctuated like, should I do this or not, and is this really worth it? So, but when it was like I have decided and I will do it, I can do it. So there was sometimes 2-3 times like नहीं अभी छोड़ देते हैं, but I kept my momentum, and that at those times I just used to take breaks. I also used to take leaves and just go on a vacation for a while. So I was not preparing at that time, and when I returned, again in full momentum, I used to also work efficiently and also prepare well. So this is the thing. Like we can take small breaks, but not a much longer break.
हाँ, स्मॉल के चक्कर में एक हफ्ता महीना निकाल दे ब्रेक को लेकर के, राइट। सो ओवरऑल दिस पॉडकास्ट का जो समराइज करेंगे अपन, तो everyone got selected for the HRM either or the ODCL or the both analytics या तो other course को लेकर के, and everyone have scored 60 plus, so except 57 जयराम, and सबके प्रिपरेशन में कुछ ना कुछ अप्स एंड डाउन हुआ है, बस उन्होंने चैनलाइज किया आपकी प्रिपरेशन को। एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट जो कि एक आपके साथ एक क्लासमेट टाइप फ्रेंड होना चाहिए, तो वो एक अच्छा है कि भाई जैसे कि निखिल ने बताया कि भाई अथर्वा ने काफी हेल्प कर दी, तो वो एक बहुत सही है। ये जो ग्रुप स्टडी है ना, 2-3 लोग 4 लोग का, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। कभी मोरल भी डाउन हो गया तो है अपने पास, अपने को भी फ्रस्ट्रेशन भी निकालना है तो है अपने पास, भाई निकाल दिया वगैरह, तो वो बहुत जरूरी होता है। वो एक मोमेंट होता है उस समय कि यार नहीं हो रहा है, नहीं बन रहा है, क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है, तो थोड़ा सा ब्रेक ले लो, है ना, जैसा कि आदित्य ने बोला, बट लंबा ब्रेक मत लेना, है ना। तो 1 दिन 2 दिन का ब्रेक ले लिया तो सेक्शन को छोड़ के दूसरे सेक्शन पे जंप हो गए। और एज मेंशन बाय कनिका की मॉक लिखना इंपॉर्टेंट है, उसकी एनालिसिस भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड तो वो एक इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है, मॉक लिखना ज्यादा जरूरी है एज मेंशन बाय द आदित्य। और दिस इज व्हाट द एंटायर समरी। एंड जयराम ने मेंशन जो किया कि गिव अप करने का हुआ, बट कर लिया और फाइनली वो ठान लिया, वो कन्विक्शन आ गया कि नहीं करना ही है, तो हो गया। तो ये पूरी लर्निंग है इस पॉडकास्ट की। और भी कुछ डाउट एंड क्वेरी है और लग रहा है कि कुछ और भी क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं, तो ऑल द अपकमिंग ईयर एस्पिरेंट राइट इन द कमेंट बॉक्स, मैं और भी क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा। अभी ये जो लोग सेलेक्ट हुए हैं स्टेज 1 के लिए, अभी ये स्टेज 2 के लिए जाएंगे, एंड अभी होपफुल कि उसके लिए भी अपन क्रैक कर ले, वो भी सिलेक्शन अपना फॉर श्योर हो जाए, and finally they get into the TSS campus. This is what I wish. Anyone want to add anything, want to say anything in the last?
I would like to tell them to focus on their strength. And second thing, they have to manage, means that daily they have to give at least 3 to 4 hours minimum, they have to give it. And they can do in one day, one subject like that, they can go. And whenever they're feeling bored, the subject they like, they have to go for that. For me, means what I was doing, I was going for quants and this thing, GK. And when I was feeling bored, I was going for English, because that is not that much boring. Because whatever it is enjoyment only. So that is a good thing, means you will refresh also, and that will not waste your time also. And sometimes we can go on Google Dictionary also, you can put one word and with that words will come. I was doing that also in free time when I was not having anything to do. So a lot of words I got from there also, means that was also good thing.
Okay.
So, जो सब लोग देख रहे हैं उनको मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि स्टार्ट एज अर्ली एज यू कैन। अगर हम थोड़े दिन और पहले स्टार्ट कर ले तो आज हमारा 70-75 भी आ जाता। सो जितना जल्दी स्टार्ट करोगे उतना आपको उसमें से इंसाइट्स मिलेंगे, उतना आप शेड्यूल करके स्ट्रेटेजिकली आप लर्न कर सकते हो, और and then you'll definitely crack it if you have 6, 7, 8 months to prepare yourself and nicely marinate yourself for final test 2023.
Okay.
And
I want to add
everyone
that,
has that
GK
potential.
section.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
In GK section, the pattern of asking the questions are really different now. They are asking more questions from the current affairs. So I think it would be better if someone want to enter TIS, he should read newspaper daily. It will help him in GK also and English and solving passages RCs. So newspaper is a key, I think, because some questions are directly from newspaper, but if you just go on dwelling into the GK section, which are from the recent magazines, you want to solve that questions. You can see this year questions. They are not in the current affair magazines also. So you have to go through newspaper.
Yeah,
So
it's very dynamic.
about uh,
Yeah, Kanika, go ahead.
so not about preparation. I have got a lot of good advice regarding preparation, but about the D-Day. So I was lucky that I did not start with GK because that would have really, my confidence would have faltered. But just in case, if you begin with the section which is the most difficult in the paper, unfortunately, then don't think that it's over, because if it's difficult for you, it's difficult for everyone else. As if you have prepared well, doesn't matter if it was for 2 months, 3 months, doesn't matter. But if you have prepared well and with focus, then if it's difficult for you, it's difficult for everyone. So don't lose confidence during exam, because that can be a make or break situation.
Correct. Yes, Aditya, last to you.
Yeah, like my belief is that the potential is with everyone. They just need to channelize it in a good manner and in a proper way. So I think the mentorship also plays a good role, and because just vaguely studying is will not make anything, and putting in a lot of hard work without any proper ways is not that work. So I think you should channelize your preparation in a very discreet manner and let it be less, but it should be in a proper way. So that is my.
So that's all guys. ये उनकी पूरी लास्ट समरी वाली मतलब टिप्स दे दी उन्होंने. बाकी इंडिविजुअल पॉडकास्ट भी सिलेक्शन के बाद हम करेंगे. ओके. So once again, congratulations to everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
we'll definitely prepare for the stage 2 and shortly convert the TISs. Okay, chalo, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.